What's up, party people? It's Jopium here. I'm actually broadcasting live from my room at my mom's house in Maryland. I'm about to head out to DC for Anime USA. Today is Friday. This is day 1. And let's go on an adventure. Woo! What's up, guys? So, just had McDonald's. Wandering back to the Con Hotel, which is over there. I'm doing this with one hand, so don't judge me. Wow. I almost just fell. It's my buddy Brian. Brian saw that. And I almost dodged getting hit by a car. But you're safe. We're gonna go look at more stuff, more peoples. And the adventure continues. What's up, guys? It's Joe. Today's day 2 of Anime USA. Clearly, I'm rocking I'm rocking Star-Lord. So I'm gonna go wander. KO Cosplay has a panel, so I'm about to go check that out. As far as Friday ended off, I didn't make like an outro, but Friday ended off kind of bland. Went to Cosplay Burlesque, it was awesome. Went to another panel, but like nothing exciting really happened, so I didn't really vlog a bit. But tonight is Saturday, the turn-up's about to be real. Let's go on an adventure, day 2. Boom!
Going after. I mean, if you want to do just commercial voiceover, New York is probably the best place for that. There are people who are thriving in LA. There's a big commercial market in LA too, and but most of the people who are very successful in commercials who are living in LA have agents in New York also. So if you're connected with agencies in the 2 main cities like that, then you're probably pretty good for that sort of thing. For animation, if you want to make a living from animation, you pretty much have to be in LA. Anime doesn't pay the bills, really. I mean, I did anime for many years, and I had 3 other jobs to support that. And now I'm still doing anime for almost the same price that I was doing 10 years ago. And I did 26 episodes and a movie for Cowboy Bebop and made the same amount of money on all that as for 1 episode of Star Wars Rebels. So that sort of gives you what the scale is. And anime is hard. It's harder work. It's actually harder work because you're matching the lip flaps. You're keeping the character. You're keeping it consistent with the original Japanese. And it's a different skill set. But it's just not rewarded in the same way because the market isn't as big for it. So you do have to be in those areas. I mean, there are people who are making a living, say in Texas or Vancouver, but chances are if they're making a good living in anime alone, they're directing, they're writing, they're producing, and they're acting. At least 2 or 3 of those things to survive. There are a few exceptions. There's a guy named Tom Kane, who's the voice of Yoda and many, many other things. And Tom lives in Kansas, but he built a career for like 30 years before he moved there in Los Angeles. And now he can work from his home studio, and he's got a really high-end home studio, so he can call in and do his sessions that way, but he still has to come in town sometimes. When we were on Wolverine and the X-Men, he was calling in every day for our sessions, and you'd hear him like the voice of God. They'd pump him through the speakers into our headsets. But he's the rare exception. Most of us have to be where the action is. So we talk about that a lot, actually, on my website. I mentioned a little bit, but D. Bradley Baker talks about it extensively on his blog, which is iwannabeavoiceactor.com. And Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Platt wrote a book called Voice Over Voice Actor, and they talk about that there too. So if you want more information on it, that's a good place to go. I'm still jealous of when you worked with Yuri on for fun. Actually reached out to people and helped them get through bad times, and this is one of them. And this is actually one of the recent ones since Toonami's been back on the air. So here's the deal. Life doesn't always want to be your friend. Sometimes it'll feel like life wants to hurt you, but you can't just hide, because nobody likes a quitter. You gotta take chances. They never said it was gonna be fun or easy. Whether it's when you're totally ready or when you least expect it. Doesn't matter. Life will punch you right in the face. Now you can lie there for a second. Cry a little if you need to, but get back on your feet. Because it's the getting back up that counts. That's what shows you've got heart. That's what helps keep you going. Take 2. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. And no, we'll be right there with you. Only Toonami on Adult Swim.
Like I am today, and the picture I am not, because that was not a tights con, that was Otakon with the tights. And then Colossal Con, I was in the water a lot, so I just either thought to bring socks or tights. Which is totally fine. It's still obviously a wardrobe, and that's, again, the beauty of Gajinkas, is you can modify it as you go, and people will still know who you are. You can still be comfortable. That group was great. I love that. That was awesome. We actually had a Gyarados join us. We didn't know her at all, and she just fit in so perfectly. All her colors matched.
And then we kept her.
And then we kept her.
We never gave her back.
That's all I have to add. Oh, well, also, I designed a tail on there, as you can see, and I made the tail twice, and each time it looked like a cat bed. So I gave it to my cat as a cat bed, and I decided to make a butt cape instead.
I like the butt cape, though. I think
I
it works
like
well.
the butt cape. It was really nice in photos. It kind of just trailed behind me in the water. And that was one of the concerns I had, was if I make a tail and I stuff it and I go in the water, is it still a tail? It's going to be all
What happened
gross.
with my tail? Like, my toenail is supposed to be, like, very water-friendly until you got in the water, and then the tail goes from this to this.
It filled up with about approximately 5 pounds of water, and we had to bring it out when she got out of the water. And it made a little squeaky noise, because she made it out of vinyl.
The water would, like, burst out of the seams, like, and I was just like, this is ridiculous.
I'm
Why
glad
did I
it's
do
over
that?
here, so you can keep talking about it.
Oh, hey, look, it's Toda.
There's the tail, the little baby tail.
There's my baby tail. So, like I said earlier, I had found a design before online that was posed like this. So I drew this, but I found something that was posed online that was like a quick sketch that an artist had done for Sharpedo. But I was like, I really love this, but I really want to do Totodile because my boyfriend was doing Feraligatr, and I didn't want to change it on the last second because then we wouldn't match. It wouldn't be kawaii.
It's day 3 of Anime USA, and it's sad. Sad Samm is sad. Yep, my camera died, so I have to finish this vlog on my phone, unfortunately. But it is Sunday. It's the end. I was actually going to vlog with Samm, Cosplay, and Byndo Gehk, but camera died right as I was starting. Right now I'm hanging out with my bud, Matt. He's on the phone. Waiting on my mom. Gonna go home, edit everything. AUSA was crazy. Next week, New York Comic Con. Here I come.
Hi, my name is. What? My name.